We don't do that here.
Put the cream right to the top.
It's a bit of a light week. Only thing is, on the 20th, there is no UFC. But there is Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia over on the boxing side of things.
So, I guess while we have drip, do we want to talk quickly about Haney and Garcia?
Yeah, I got about
Get a little preview of that one fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I got
haven't
another 15
seen
minutes
what
left.
what the rest of the card is yet. For everywhere I've
They
been
come
looking,
out?
they don't have it yet.
Ooh.
Not that I've
Yeah,
seen. I'm sure it's out there, and I'm just an idiot. But
I will tell you right now. Let's see.
there's actually some fun knockouts in PFL and 1FC. There's some good ones.
Oh, there's a few names on here. So from the bottom up, Charles Conwell versus Nathaniel Gallimore. I don't
Where are
know
you
those
looking
names
at this?
all? This is at sportingnews.com.
Okay.
Up above that is Johnny Ramirez versus David Jimenez, intern WA super flyweight. Then we got Bektamir Melkuziev versus Pierre Debomi. I'm probably butchering that. My apologies.
Beck the Bully.
And
That's
then-
fun.
Yeah, and then Arnold Barboza versus Sean McComb, and then the main event Garcia and Haney. That's what's there for now.
On the Barclays Center website, they also have Derevyanchenko fighting William
Ooh.
Langston on the undercard.
Ooh.
10-rounder.
Nice.
Oh wait, Leo, did we ever hear back from promotions?
Won't hear back until either this weekend, coming weekend, 12th, 13th, or 14th, somewhere around there.
Oh, I can't wait.
And Matchroom is usually good about. They're starting to send it earlier than they used to. Used to send it like Monday, Tuesday of that week. Like, thanks, fucker.
Dude, if they give me the green light,
Yeah,
that'd be so sick.
yeah, I'll let you know.
That
Matchroom
would
site
be-
doesn't have anything. BoxRec doesn't have it. This is pretty disappointing.
This has seemed, I mean, from the outset, this event has just seemed kind of cursed. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, the promotion of it has been weird. Ryan has been really weird on social
Ryan's been
media.
To
weird.
say the least.
Ryan's been weird.
I will happily say that he seems he repented from his false prophecy, and I was really glad to see that. We don't have to worry about him getting sent to hell now.
I guess
'Cause
after
that's-
seeing what happens at Bohemian Grove, when he was
Mhm.
kidnapped and taken there.
It's kind of unfortunate, actually. This card kind of sucks.
Golden
Not gonna
Boy's
lie.
website doesn't have the undercard either. This is pretty ridiculous.
Damn, yeah. Damn, this is the card, hopefully? Ugh, it's kind of ass.
I remember seeing the name Arnold Barboza.
He's,
He was like a TO opponent or proposed TO opponent at
Yes.
one point.
When
yeah,
he
then
was
it
with
fell
Top
through
Rank.
for some reason.
He was with
It's
Top Rank for a
29-0.
while, and then they dropped him, and then Golden Boy picked him up.
Yeah, I mean, at least Beck the Bully would be kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, he usually is. He 168 or 160?
168.
Okay.
I don't know who these guys like John Ramirez and David Jimenez, Charles Conwell. I don't know who any of these guys are.
Prospects. Just some.
Derevyanchenko, though, is fighting at least, thankfully.
Thankfully, I don't know. That guy's been.
I mean, not
he's been
thankfully,
through
but-
the war. Been through the wars.
Yeah. At least, like, he's someone we could watch, be like, all right, this could be a good fight at least.
Yeah, it should be. Should be at least a decent showing of a solid boxing technique.
And this big ass hyped fight, and we get this mid undercard, kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Do you think this fight has any chance of actually living up to the hype it should have had like 3 months ago? Like, are we going to actually see a high level boxing fight here, or is like Ryan just going to like walk out of the ring after the bell sounds.
That would be so funny.
That'd be terrible in the worst way. High level would be a one-sided high level fight. Part of me wants to give Ryan like some benefit of the doubt because he's quick and has like a weird, just like awkward ass style. Maybe he'll catch Haney on some lucky punch, but I don't know.
His check left is very fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's bigger than Haney, if I'm not wrong, like frame wise.
I don't think so.
Gosh.
Haney's looked a lot better when he moved up to 140.
So I mean, I guess we'll just say that the only thing Ryan has on Haney is probably speed, and maybe that'll be the key then.
Even that's a bit of a toss-up. Like, looking at how Haney handled Regis Prograis to take the title for the first one, that was pretty wild. Like, I was expecting him to be better, but damn.
See, I sort of disagree. I don't rate Prograis like hardly at all. Like, just with the benefit of hindsight, he lost by a point to Josh Taylor.
Ugh.
And we've seen how that.
Yeah.
I was never that high on him anyway. I mean, he's definitely the better boxer, but I don't know. We've seen moments where he's like rattled by guys like Linares and Lomachenko, and Ryan hits significantly harder than him. And I could absolutely see Ryan just knocking him clean out with one punch.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at too. Like, Ryan's just like jerky and awkward style because he's not a good, like, Ryan's boxing is like pretty piss poor, but it's like bad enough where, like, I don't know how to explain it properly. Like, he might just catch Haney on like a crazy ass like left hook out of nowhere because Ryan's just so awkward and bad.
And Haney does not really punish guys for their poor boxing either. Like, he went 24 rounds with George Kambosos. And that's bad. He kind of just he will initially start strong, and then once it's kind of clear he's in his groove, he'll just coast.
Yeah.
And I've never liked that about him. I've always felt like those types of fighters, somewhere along the way, they get exposed. Because if you can assert your dominance like that, and you don't take full advantage of it, that's just a fight IQ issue for me. Like, you should be trying to put these guys away or just like style them. Kind of like, Mayweather, right? He couldn't knock everyone out, but he was like making fools out of them by like round 7.
And continuing to punish them every single round as best as he could, just because brittle hands or whatever, that hand problem he had.
Yeah.
But he would do a lot to make them look stupid.
I've been saying for a long time, I feel like Tio would steamroll Haney.
I would agree with that.
I would too. I'm not particularly sold on Teofimo as much as other people are, but I would absolutely. So I would put a pizza on that. Absolutely.
I think Tio does phenomenal against guys who are like pure boxers like Haney, because Tio can box a boxer, but I think Tio can't fight someone who's like slippery, like Sandor Martin. Like, Tio struggled with him because he's so slippery, and just how he moved. Whereas like Haney's a pure boxer. I feel like Tio just will go toe to toe with him.
Haney is as athletic as Devin Haney is. Like, Teofimo is athletic enough to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say it's a wash, but it would be enough to keep up that Haney can't just maneuver around him as much as he would like to.
I think, and then I know Tank's in like the mix right now too, for Devin Haney.
Yeah, he's in the mix for anybody at 130 to 140. Everyone's calling him out.
I heard from somewhere, I think it may have been on the Discord, that they were trying to make Frank Martin Tank's next opponent for the summer.
Yeah, that's what's in the works.
And then I think it would be Isaac Cruz after that, and for the rematch.
Yeah, let's go into that a little bit for the rematch. I feel like Tank would still win the rematch though.
I do too. I
know there was some chatter about about Isaac, like he looked really good. Like he's gonna spark Tank next time around. But I don't know.
I don't think so, buddy. I think that I think Cruz was able to look as good as he did because Tank had a broken hand, and that's probably that's about it. That's not to say that Isaac Cruz is bad. It's just that Tank is better than that.
Right.
Ryan Garcia. Does he have anything besides his like really fast hands? I don't think he has a whole lot.
I mean, he's athletic. Like he is pretty athletic.
Athletic-ish. Not enough. Not enough for it to be a factor here. I think that slow motion shadowboxing. Holy shit, that was great.
Yeah, you weren't completely blown away by his version of the Philly shell in his last fight.
I was blown away by that. His slow motion shadowboxing. Derek James was beside himself. He was so blown. He was so amazed. He was awestruck.
I just want to know, like, who in his camp, his team is okaying him to like take this fight, like, given the I guess like the mental moments past few weeks.
Yeah,
there's no way Derek. Yeah, like there's no way Derek James is like, hey man, like, yeah, go through with it. You should be all right.
This is probably kind of a darker take on it, but he probably knows, right, that if Ryan doesn't win this fight, he might be out the door pretty quick. And I mean, this might genuinely be a cash-in fight to some degree.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, if Ryan loses this fight, he's definitely gonna like can Derek James for sure.
It might be also Derek James cuts him.
That's true, but who else did Ryan go to? Like he had Reynoso's coach. He had Reynoso. He had Goosen for whatever reason. He now had Derek James, and he's going to train with like someone in the UK next with Ben Davidson.
Robert Garcia.
That could be one actually.
Joel Diaz wouldn't be a bad pick. Joel Diaz would crack the whip a little bit more, and if anything, Ryan would leave because he couldn't handle the strict.
Didn't Reynoso say that like during camps, like Ryan would like show up like for a few minutes, be lazy, and like leave or something?
Yeah,
I remember when he was in camp with Canelo, they were saying that like Ryan wasn't all there.
Yeah, I don't know if you can like program that into someone. They need to realize at some point that they need to at least listen to someone who will be a taskmaster, right? Like they don't need to come up with a routine, but they need to be able to follow orders from someone that will. And I don't think Ryan, like he's too obsessed with himself. Like he's too up his own ass. He won't listen to someone who knows a thing or two.
I agree with you. Yep. That's why, like I said, he would leave Joel Diaz. He would probably leave Robert Garcia because they're not going to put up with his shit. He left Reynoso, I think, because they weren't putting up with it either.
I thought they cut him, or Reynoso was like told to leave. I forget the whole sort of situation, but I think they're good now. I think they had a falling out with him, Canelo, Reynoso, but I think they're all like good now.
Well, good for him, I guess.
But if he stuck with Reynoso and just actually gave a shit, dude, he could be something.
See, and this is sort of the reason I might be leaning Ryan, despite all of these red flags. Like, boxing has been good to schizos lately. I mean, like, look what happened with Tio, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Cambosos to a slight extent.
It just makes too much sense that he would throw away all his publicity and then somehow win, and that would just like gas him up even more, right? And he would keep this ride going for a little bit longer.
Oh man, if he beat Devin Haney, I don't know what I would do with myself.
It would be awesome.
That would be unreal.
If I'm there in person and witness him beat Devin Haney,
I'm going to fucking call you and say, did that actually happen? Because I don't know. I don't believe what I just saw on my screen. That doesn't make sense to me.
I think the Barclays Center would be a riot.
It would explode for sure.
I would have to run out of there. I would have to run.
Man.
I mean, it would shake up the division a lot. Like, it would really.
It would, absolutely.
And then it's kind of the question of how does that look on like Devin Haney? It's like, hey, you beat Loma, you beat a couple other
Question
guys,
mark beat Lomachenko.
Yeah, question mark. Very,
Oh,
very
it,
question
it,
mark.
it would be a massive fraud check.
It would be. Everyone
Bill
would
Haney-
immediately say that the win over Devin Haney or over Lomachenko is fucking null and void. Immediately,
Bro,
that's what
Bill-
everyone would say.
Bill Haney would never recover.
Well, like he doesn't. I don't know. He's only there or known really because Devin Haney's having success. I don't know if he has any other accolades to his name.
That's about it.
So, but yeah, of course. If where as Devin goes, so will Bill.
Yeah, that would be a huge blow to his career.
That would be rough. I don't know. Lennox Lewis came back from a pretty crazy knockout loss.
Now, picture this though. Now, what if Devin sparked Ryan? Like Marquez Pacquiao sparked Ryan.
I don't know how much. It would reinforce what I've already been thinking, that Ryan Garcia is not preparing for this properly. He's not focused. His mind is elsewhere all the time. It's always on something else. He had always been posting videos of himself training and stuff, even if it's just like the cheesy, like fast hand things. He would still at least show something that he was doing something, and that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. If he got sparked out, I would. I think it's scheduled for release or recording later. I don't remember, but what we had said, what Shanada and I were saying was like, this somebody needs to step in and say like, dude, if you're not going to take this seriously, we're pulling the plug.
Yeah, I think he's just so much of a cash cow for now to do that.
Right.
Like his family, his yes men around him was like, hey man, like we gotta get paid. So get in that ring and fight.
Yeah, I guess they get paid whether he loses or wins. So
Exactly. But I guess we'll see in like what 2 short weeks. Yeah.
yeah. God damn it, Ryan. I had hopes that he would turn it around somehow. I thought the loss to Tank would be a wake up call.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. It's like you lost, everybody ditched you. You know, like all of the people he thought were mentors and friends left him hanging.
Yeah, that shit was sad.
That
shit was
yeah. So the loss should be a wake up call. People ditching you also. It's like you got to be a little bit more careful about who you put around you.
You're definitely not Joe fucking Goosen.
Yeah, absolutely not. I don't know why people know who he is anyway. What? Because Diego Corrales? Is that it?
I don't even fucking know honestly why Joe Goosen's somewhat known. Wasn't he? Well, no, he's an analyst now, isn't he?
Yeah. Bernstein is with DAZN. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, who knows? But actually, I do gotta slide out of here, boys. We'll definitely have to rendezvous again for 300 and go into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate seeing you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
sure.
coming on.
Nice chat with you guys. Yeah, catch y'all later.
All right, peace.
All right, let's get some quick recaps out of the way. Friday, April 5th. One Friday Fights 58. My previous... I thought I had it figured out that Friday Fights is like the development series, and then Fight Night is the more marquee events that are not pay-per-view. That is incorrect, because Superbone he wins the interim kickboxing featherweight title over Marat Grigorian. Superbone's like a big time Thai superstars. So there you go. I don't know. It's definitely not a developmental fight for him. Fight Night 21, 1FC as well. Both of these cards were in Thailand. Alexis Nicholas, he upsets Regin Ursel for the lightweight kickboxing title. Tai Ruotolo submits Isaac Michel for the grappling title, welterweights, and then his brother Cade Ruotolo submits Francisco Lowe. This was a catchweight at 180 for grappling. Ben Tynan, he's a Canadian dude, stops Duke Didier in the first. And that last, that 3-division MMA champion, all three simultaneously, he was there. Is the Russian guy? It's like Anatoly or something. I'm sorry, I don't really remember his name. But yeah, Ben Tynan called him out in a very polite way. He's Canadian. Not a whole lot of fire in the call out. All right. April 6th. Fight night at the Apex. Brendan Allen, Chris Curtis rematch is the headline. Bottom up, Charlie Campbell, UD over Trevor Peak. Ignacio Bahamondes stops Christos Giagos in the first. Chepe Mariscal, split decision over Morgan Charrier. I've seen Morgan fight before. Damon Jackson, split decision over Alexander Hernandez. And Brendan Allen, split decision over Chris Curtis. And for our only MMA preview, Friday, April 19th. These are welterweights and featherweights from the top down. Andrei Koreshkov versus Magomed Umolatov. Brendan Lafnane, I'm going with it, versus Pedro Carvalho. Lorgan Storley versus Shamil Musaev. Gabriel Braga versus Justin Gonzalez. Goiti Yamaguchi versus Naaman Grazi. Bubba Jenkins. That's just wonderful. I love it. Kai Kamaka III. Fun. That's it. That's all the MMA and a little bit of boxing until April 20th.
Do we want to spend a little bit of time talking about? I've got two pieces of news story, which I think one broke during the show.
Nice.
And the other one's the John Jones stuff. So John Jones allegedly threatens to kill the USADA people or not USADA, but whoever is drug testing now.
I saw that.
There was a police report filed matching the original news story. So there is some, like, whoever's saying this, they didn't just say it. They actually went to the police and, filed a report. There is some video out there of him, like, walking them out, but I don't think the video I saw, he didn't look particularly hostile, but it's hard to tell also if something happened off screen and things were just calming down. But what can you say? That's John Jones for you.
Yeah, that does sound par for the course, and it's not a good course. I don't know. If I was there to take a little bit of John Jones's blood or something, and he were to say, like, don't put that needle in my arm or I'll kill you, I would just pack up my shit and leave. I wouldn't say another word.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be part of what looked... So why it looked a little bit more calm at the end. Because I don't know. John Jones, I'm not fucking with that guy.
Right. Yeah, you go and you get someone else who can deal with him.
Right. I'm sending Tabora to take your blood.
Yeah. We should send him Alex Pereira. That's who really should get sent.
Yeah, that would work. That actually might work.
Or Tom, I guess. Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
But so that happened. And then while we were recording, Dustin Poirier posted a I think it's Instagram or Facebook, saying that Islam Makhachev is next.
Really?
And he had like the hashtag paid in full on his social media. So sounds like he just signed a contract to fight the big boy.
Yeah, and he's getting it up front. All right. Have they fought before?
No, they have not.
Okay, so it was Khabib that swept, and then Islam's like the surrogate.
Yeah, the protege.
Okay,
that's
so
coming in, pretty much following in his footsteps so far.
you expect that would go the same way?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, Dustin's hard to root against, but Islam, unfortunately, just seems to be better in every aspect. And, Dustin could knock him out, right? Like, that's within the realm of possibility, but I think it would be a shock if it happened. Just the threat of Islam, he uses that threat of a takedown so well. Like, not a lot of people will commit to it, and as soon as they do commit, he will just take them down. And he strikes well himself. I mean, he really beat Islam. He outstruck or
Volk?
beat Islam. I've got, well, not just Volk, but Charles Oliveira, which was even more impressive, I think.
Right.
And that just, I mean, it's such a tough proposition for Dustin here, but like, this is his last chance.
Yeah.
So is it possible that he, just pulls out all the big guns? Sure. But I expect a good fight, but I don't expect him to win.
This is also, we could have a double vindication for Dustin. He beats Islam Makhachev by guillotine. It can't go any other way. That's what it has to be.
Best timeline.
Best timeline. That's exactly what needs to happen.
I want to say that's, well, so I want that to happen, but the reason it likely won't work is because a lot of these Dagestani wrestlers or guys with that background, they've almost been taught to, like, they will accept a guillotine if it means getting you to the ground and you're back to the cage, because you can sort of wiggle your way out of a guillotine in that position. And so I think, I don't remember if it was the Dustin fight. I think it was the Dustin fight where Dustin went for the guillotine against Khabib, and Khabib just like let him have it because he knew he would get the position where he wants to work, and that's exactly what happened. And he ended up ground and pounding him from there.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like Dustin's very good with it, but he continues trying. Yeah, and they have the magic recipe, the blueprint to beat the guillotine. So, oh god, how many times does he try it? What's the over under on?
Oh, he tries at least. He tries at least 3 times.
That's actually the number I was thinking.
If he ever was to submit someone with the guillotine, I think it would be this fight, just because it makes too much sense that of course it would. I
was hoping that if he was going to guillotine someone, it would have been Benoit Saint-Denis. Guillotine the Frenchman. It's too good.
That would have been great too.
Yeah, that would have been more poetic. I really hope he does. So the line is set, 3 and a hay. You going over under? Man. I hope I'm rooting for Dustin a lot. He seems like a really good guy. So he seems like it anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. I'll definitely be rooting for him, but with no expectations. I'm just there to have fun.
Yeah, it's we know it's a long shot, but it's okay. Like the fucking Diamondbacks against the goddamn Rangers.
Yeah, that's right.
I went into that with I have no expectations. Apparently they were doing really well that year.
Hey, they've started this year off pretty well.
Yes, I've been I took your advice. I've been following scoreboards for a few weeks. And then what is it, towards the end of the year? That's when we start paying attention?
Yeah, about September, that's when you want to start watching.
Cool.
Because that's the push to the playoffs.
Yeah. Do we have anything else? I don't think so.
I think that's all.
All right. I'll cut all the other outro stuff in. Okay, thanks for listening to this episode of The Ultimate Fucking Casual. If you have any questions or comments on what we discussed, 833-LUX-PODS, that's the phone number. You can text it if you want. If you want your audio cut into the show, you can call and leave a voicemail. That's up to you. If you'd like, you can hit us up on social media, LVX Media Net. That's the handle everywhere. If you cannot find it, we're not on it. Apparently this needs more clear explanation. Fucking YouTube, we have one of those too. It's youtube.com/LVXMediaNet. Imagine that, right? But the thing is that it needs a little at before the username. So I guess if that helps. Haven't really put anything together for it yet, but Patreon stuff is on the way. There will be some, subscriber specific exclusive content or whatever. What else do I got? lvxmedia.net, that's the website. You can check out all the other stuff that we get up to. We mentioned the boxing show, Boxing B-Sides. We have other ones that go into other stuff too. It's a political show where I do some pretty awesome interviews with various activists and experts, I guess. I have a former ambassador. I'll be speaking to him next week. Otherwise, been speaking to some activists recently, but whatever. You can go check that out. Same thing. Go to the website. It's there. It's all there. I guess that's all. Fuck. Oh, the website also has a calendar. But the calendar has more than just UFC. It has one PFL and Bellator events. So, right. That's going to do it. Let's get back into it. Right there. Parting words.
Go Jim Miller.
Yeah.
That would warm my heart to see Jim Miller win.
If you were to get a nickname, would it be Big Jim or Slim Jim? I like Slim Jim just for the snack.
I mean, it would have to be Big Jim just based for the physique, but
yeah,
Slim Jim does sound way better.
All right, that's gonna do it for this edition of The Ultimate Fucking Casual. We need to find an ultimate casual. I've gone native.
Yep, you've graduated.
Yeah, quite.
So, yeah.
All right, we'll
find someone.
Yeah, we will. The search continues.
All right.